Ready? Blue ready.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Wait.
They'll run on first down. Savage. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check.
Now a give, right side. Savage. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run the counter. Savage. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. This one complete to Devin Funchess. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And a short gain down to about the 33. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not...
And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line. Big grip.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum going. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the pass.
Derrick Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down.
Hey, let go.
From the gun, Waters. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake. Waters. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 25.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. They run the counter. Savage. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Winston. Flushed out right. It's caught. It's Stewart. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Winston. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. The The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On first down, Waters. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Look at me, zipper.
Motion.
Mike, 55. Hey, orbit. 55.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Waters. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Month 56. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Hey, Delta.
2nd down and inches. He completes it to Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll try and run it. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Ready, blue lady, 50, get your swarm on.
Now a give, right side. Savage. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Ready, blue lady. Tommy.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, Winston sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds. But able to get it up past the 45.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready? White 25. Go. Go. White. Hey. Mike's 50. Easy. Hey. So Mike's 50.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Julian Love picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Throwing on 2nd down. Winston. He completes it to Evans. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
That's good for a Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready? Black, what is that? You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Let's go.
First down, Winston. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Looking to throw. Waters. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. You ain't going nowhere. Check 26. Check 26.
Roll out. General West. Hey, Wahoo. Let's go.
From the gun, Waters to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yes, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been enough. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Julian Love picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he gets it to Funchess complete. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. It's time to go.
And he's got room. Past the 20. And now off to the races. Down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Andy Isabella, his 1st touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at point.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. O'Shane Zimenez in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Waters. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
So, Party, the next time we see this coaching staff, I want you to have my back here because that was really kind of a white flag type of a play, almost a little bit of a surrender. Just turn and hand it to the big guy, get what you can, and be prepared to kick the ball away.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
Share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could hope for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Jameis now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion. And another 1st and 10 here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
5 on the 50. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. And he finds Howard complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw, Winston. He's got Evans. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Savage. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Come on, baby. Let's go. At their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes.
56, Mike 56.
Now.
Throwing on first down. Waters. And now here is another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this fight? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. O'Shane Ximines picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw. Waters, open man, completes it to Butler. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Now.
I got it. Mike 56.
Hey, exit.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
On 4th down, Waters. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Around the NFL 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year.
Winston on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Buccaneers, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.